It's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.
Being with me on a tour today. You saw it for yourself. I strongly believe that all of us involved in the political process have a commitment. We must develop an unwavering commitment to make the Farmington Declaration a living instrument. You saw it for yourself today. I want to commend all of the political parties, the CDC, Unity Party, ANC, CPP, all of the political parties that will visit the line show a clear commitment to the Farmington Declaration. I'll be making more visits. This is the first one, and we in the LPP will also entertain visits from the leaders of these political parties, because it's important for our partisans to know that election is about contestation of ideas, not physical competition of physical forces. We do not want to create an impression that we are enemies, we are opponents. We disagree with each other on the path to the future, but we are still Liberians. We are one Liberian. We are one group of citizens. We are one people. As they say in Pele, Kukle Kukatona. We are one people. We must not do anything to divide ourselves. We do not need to carry our politics in such a way that conflict comes again and peacekeepers come in this country. We're an old country, and those of us involved in the political process must show maturity and look at the bigger picture, that Liberia must remain peaceful, progressive, and we should work to make it a prosperous country. Thank you very much. Let me call upon all the partisans of LPP not to entertain any temptation to be violent. And I hope that all of the political leaders will call upon their partisans to resist violence at all times. Thank you very much.
So, just from my end, people were a bit concerned when you visited the CDC party headquarters that there going to be a commotion, but it was different. I mean, what strategy did you use to persuade the mind without any commotion?
I'm a friend of everyone in this country, irrespective of where they come from, and particularly CDC. I do not expect any violent posture from CDC, because when CDC was in opposition, I performed more legal services for them by getting them out of jail, defending them at magistrate courts and all that, going to the police station to get them out of jail. I did that more than any lawyer in this country, and for that, the leadership of CDC had not been antagonistic to me, at least visibly. Just the other day, I called Chairman Mobile of the CDC, when I saw a Unity Party person in the sedition arguing in a better way that could have led to conflict. And he came to the Cllr Street headquarters of St. P, the attire shop there, and I demonstrated leadership by saying, look, here is the chairman of CDC. I'm an opposition leader. I'm a leader of an opposition political party. The two of us are sitting conversing. We disagree on the way forward, but we are not enemies. So we expect people to be friends too. On that day, we took $100 and gave it to them, and the atmosphere was very friendly. But by two of us doing that, we taught our partisans to be peaceful, to be tolerant, which is what we need in the political process. Tolerance of opposing views, not anger that will lead to conflict. Thank you very much.
Councillor Gongloe, after this elections, who tend to benefit?
The people who should benefit are the Liberian people. Nobody else, not the political leaders. And any political leader who works for himself or herself does not understand the purpose of the electoral process, because power is for the people. It resides with them continuously. We who are contesting for power are only looking for appointment as attorney, in fact, to represent, to be the agents. The people will remain a master all the time. It is for their benefit that power exists. So they must be the beneficiaries of the electoral process. And in order for them to do that, for that to happen, the election process must be free, fair, and transparent. I'm calling upon President George Weah and the Elections Commission, everyone who has a role to play in the electoral process, especially from the government side, the Minister of Justice, the police, and the finance minister, everyone should be involved to make sure that the election process is free, fair, and transparent. Nobody would benefit from a breakdown of law and order, from the unfairness of the electoral process. And anybody who thinks so is ignorant, because in the end, those who create violence usually get the worst end of it.
4 days to the start of campaign, all of might see your visit today as a possible merger when it comes to a runoff, if there will be a runoff for you.
I don't know what people think so, but leadership is about wisdom and doing what other people don't think of that you believe is in the interest of the people. I've been an advocate for my whole life. At the age of 22, I went to jail for LIBERIA at the University of Liberia in 1978. So I've always been thinking critically about LIBERIA. Right now, I feel that free, fair, and transparent election is the number one thing. And in order for us to have it done, we must be sober in the process. And to be sober, we can't treat each other enemies and be able to think soberly. If you can recall, some months back, Senator Prince Johnson and President George Weah were using the pulpit to rain insults at each other and say very uncomplimentary things, very negative things. And I called the Council of Churches to intervene. A few weeks ago, I did that. I called the president of the Council of Churches. I called them to intervene. And then when there was an attack on Prince Johnson's church, I was in America, I condemned. I also criticized him for saying that power is not good for Southeasterners. I criticized him recently when he said, if you allow Musa ability to win election in Nimba, the money will come and there will be conflict and all of that. We don't need that. We need, as leaders of this process, to promote unity and reconciliation and resist the temptation not to do so.
So do you think your visit today will mitigate the presumptive violence that might occur during the election?
I strongly believe so. Because people will use me as a reference. That is simply because Taiwan Gongloe was saying all the time. And we leaders must be dreaming about our country and taking positive initiatives for the good of our country. This is what I thank God that He gave me the courage to do this morning. It is a courageous act because we are all opposition political parties, but we have not all been together. We are competing. So to have to take the risk of going to CDC and going to the other opposition political party was something difficult. But as a leader, you have to take this.
Were you a bit jittery when entering the CDC party today?
That was my first time entering that in my life. Even when I was not CDC, I had never entered that place. But for the love of Liberia, I went there today because I felt it was necessary to do so. It was important, and it is now historic because historically, throughout the history of this country, no political leader had taken this kind of step that I took today, to break the ground for peace, for people to interact. And I believe that others will do it. I'm encouraging other political parties to do it, to reduce the tension in the political process. Our people don't need that.
Okay, so finally from my end, what words you have for the NEC, the electoral hall?
I am urging them to resist the temptation to do anything that will undermine the electoral process. This is very important for peace and stability and the development and prosperity of Liberia. And the world takes it serious. When I went to the State Department last year, when the American government to the State Department officials asked me, what is the one thing you want for the American government to do for Liberia? I was swift. I said to assist us with free, fair, and transparent election. I was asking the American government to fund the observers, so many observers can come. We want even stationary observers. We don't want roaming observers. We want observers that will speak adequately and conclusively about the day of election. But it goes beyond that. They send 200 observers here to observe the voter registration process. Now I'm seeing that the international community led by America is beginning to send LTOs, long-term observers. I saw a lady yesterday from Tanzania at the Cape Hotel. She said she's assigned to Zwedru and she was on her way to Zwedru. She's on her way to Zwedru today. So the international community is taking this year's election as a very, very serious process, and we who are political leaders must also take this process very serious.
Thank you so much, Councilor Gongloe.
You're welcome.
Hi, it's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.